Why, hello to the void. Thank you for anyone who has come to join us. Thank you, Inky, for lurking. Today we'll be continuing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Again, it's a silly game. There's not much to it. It's actually a game that was large. I thought I fixed the controller just a second ago. It's still a game that is largely made with the intent of teaching Western players on how to play JRPGs. And because of that, it's arguably less than desired in many cases. But I do love the game. So we're continuing from last time. Also, if anyone comes in and wonders why the guest member seems a little bit unoptimal, it's because I choose not to control them. It's a personal choice. It goes back to when I was a child. I just preferred the idea because it felt like I was playing with someone. This game can also get just a little bit grindy. Now, there are a lot of features I still love about this game, even though it's very basic. Part of it's just the jumping, the silliness, the way the spells work. Nothing is complicated at all. It's actually, how would you say it? It's very, very low entry, which for a child making this their first Final Fantasy game is not necessarily a bad thing. For an adult, I'm sure it leaves a lot to be desired. That's odd. Let's mess with this real fast. Is that any better?
The heck? You didn't tell me you were streaming?
Actually, I did.
No, you
No,
didn't!
I did yesterday.
Oh, you did.
I
Dang, nabbit! Okay, hold on. Let me see your stream. I want to see it. I want to be on it.
well, welcome. They can hear you on stream if they're here. If anyone's here.
Oh, hi, Inky! I hope I bursted your eardrum.
You are a little bit on the loud side, but it's fine.
Totally not here.
This cloth saved me. Here's how to use it. How are you doing, Gigi?
I need points. You're right. How
Select
do I
the
get
cloth.
points?
You actually have enough, ironically. Hold the button down and press the control pad. Now it's yours.
Wait, how do I do this? How do I
Alright.
commands? Uh,
Well, you're not going to find the command you're looking for in the commands yet. I haven't put it there. However, I can tell you what it is.
yay.
However, I'm going to tell you right now, your first chat always earns you 200 bonus polygons.
Ooh. Wait, I haven't not chatted? Hello? Yay!
If you ever want to know what your balance is, just type exclamation mark polygons.
Polygons. Whoa! Oh, wait, yes, I can!
You have. Yeah.
Yes.
Alright,
Yes.
fine.
Hold on, I need to change my profile picture for you.
Alright, what did we get? Peach or barf? Are you happy?
Which one did you get?
I don't know. We're about to find. It's peach or barf.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Let's see. It's a little bit hard to tell with the colors, but I think this is it. Well, I don't think I actually got barf,
Mhm.
but it's rubbed against it enough times.
Ew!
Thank you, Laurie.
You're welcome.
I
I'm glad
needed
you
that
enjoy it.
acidic flavor.
I'm gonna cook this just for you.
Okay.
Okay.
How you doing, Lamb? I'm just going to warn you, Lamb, you're not among the people that I've pre-given all the points to so they can cause me to suffer. Not that it takes too long to get them. Yeah, Laurie just made me eat a barf jelly bean.
I saved the clip.
Just roast Laurie all stream.
What the heck, Lamb?
Oh,
Is there a
Laura.
little Larry?
Well, you know how it is. Laurie, if you leave Laurie in a little opening, she'll burst your door down.
I need a screenshot of my what is it?
Can I beat Laurie up?
No.
I can't stop you if you can actually get close enough to her, so sure, why not?
No. You can stop him. You can stop him.
I mean, Inky did not make me eat a barf flavored jelly bean.
Yeah, but I'm like your favorite person, so
Laurie seems to be very likable. I mean, I do like Laurie myself, but you know, some people might find her a little bit rough to go along with. I hear Astral does.
wait, what do you mean Astral?
I mean, it's almost like Astral wants to beat you up every time she sees you, or he sees you.
Yeah,
Nah, she hates
it's
me.
mean.
Because I. Oh, did you let Inky eat all your animal crackers?
He ate my animal crackers?
Wait, that?
No, don't eat my animal crackers. They're mine. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to take a screenshot of
Too,
my character.
too bad, nerd. Ah, only Baldwin gets to enjoy animal crackers. Ah, you know, I did like animal crackers back in college. Her hate burns ferociously for a magnitude, my friend. Wow. Laurie, why are you so hateful?
Oh, I realized I muted my mic. I was like, I don't know.
You hear that, chat? She muted her mic so she wouldn't have to deal with your criticism.
I'm not muting my mic to not hear their criticism. I'm muting it so that way I could take screenshots and be able to edit this.
I'm not one to spread conspiracies, but do we know for sure that Laurie isn't the one who sold out Jesus for 30 pieces of silver?
The heck,
um,
bruh,
wow, Inky.
bruh. That's a crazy statement. That is like probably the biggest Christian insult I've ever received.
Didn't didn't see that today. That was not on my bingo card.
That was not on my bingo card.
But no, I can't verify that she hasn't. So, I mean, your conspiracy, it may check out. Who knows? So what are you taking a screenshot of anyway?
You'll see.
Uh, at least I'm not a slimy invertebrate. You know, you are correct. I am not a slimy invertebrate.
Is he trying to diss on me? I may have to start a fight with someone.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Laurie. They are really trying to start a fight with you.
Well, too bad for them. I'm distracted. I am very distracted at this moment. How do I get this? Magic wand. Cut. Aha.
Aha. All right.
Aha.
You might want to be careful, chat. She's getting ideas. I don't know what type of ideas, but they exist.
They do exist, and I want to succeed. Alright.
Well, I have faith that you'll succeed. I don't know what you're going to succeed in, but
This is what I'm going to succeed in. Save. Transparent. Yes. Save. Transparent. Yes. Send it back to myself. And then.
and then.
Send it to myself. I'm going to open it. Open. Save image. What the heck is calf? Why did I say calf? Open image. Save image. And you hear me typing? It's because I'm hard at work.
You are hard at work. I wonder if there's a way I can get the Firebot commands through Discord as well. That might be fun.
Over that one, and now we're gonna do this one. Haha. Haha.
Aha!
Haha.
Alright, you have... Alright, what do you need help with, Inky? We've known each other for a while. Because Laurie wanted to be a worm to my bird. I was wondering if that's what she was doing. You know the rules. You know the rules. And so do I. Time to die.
I need to make it a little bit bigger. That looks very tiny.
It does. Let's see. I mean, you're pretty brave coming here as a worm.
Well, I'm not that scared of you. I'm not scared of you at all.
And enlistically, do you eat her accord? You do eat her according to my art. It is true. I was not expecting that art. I do love it, but I was not expecting such a violent depiction of me and Laurie. I mean, I guess technically you're right. Does that make me
It's
a...
okay, Lamp. You're the furry, so I don't need that role at all. You're the furry.
Yeah, a lot of birds do scavenge, not all of them. I'm technically a blue jay in this case, so I don't know if blue jays scavenge. But apparently I have a taste for Laurie either way.
No, no, no.
You are right. Apparently I didn't kill you, Laurie, in that picture. I just found you and ate you.
Oh, oh, I died somehow in some other way? Inky, how did I die? I need to know my lore. I need to know what killed me, man. I bet Astro was involved. Knowing him.
You know, that does seem like something Astral might consider. Let's see, knowing you, Laurie, what commands would you really... Well, you know, I forgot. Laurie is with us today, people. So...
Yeah, we're gonna keep ourselves.
No! I'm a worm! I'm a worm! I'm a worm! I'm not a bean! I'm a worm! Also, I feel bad. Lamb is now by himself. The heck, Lamb? Where did everyone go?
I mean,
I'm watching
knowing...
his anime anyway,
Yeah.
so.
Knowing Lamb, he doesn't even have... He might have left, or he might be lurking at the moment. Let's see. Lamb seems to be lurking.
He'd be lurking. Oh, my poor roommate. He got sick
Oh, okay.
with an ear infection, and the doctor just didn't see that. And yeah, poor dude. He got like too much of a fever. He had to go to the ER for a minute.
Oh, that's pretty rough.
It was very rough. I was a little upset for him.
I mean, getting an ear infection is pretty rough. It's been a long time since I've had one. I used to have them chronically as a child.
Yeah,
I
don't
do...
get them.
I do recall crying in the bathroom, wishing I would just die at the age of about 7 because of having them so much.
Aw.
I do not deal well with ear pain. That is rough.
Yeah, sounds like it. Maybe she died in that freak bean accident? What the heck happened in this bean accident?
Wait, what? Oh, we were talking about ear infections. Kidney stones. You know, I may never have kidney stones. I'm trying to avoid those.
I probably will get them. My mom has them. My bio dad used to have them.
Well, you know you can reduce your odds of getting them by drinking like lemonade like once a week and just having a
Ooh,
pretty good...
sugary lemonade sounds great.
Yes, you can actually do it with the sugary kind. Just make sure it's real lemon that's made out of.
Ah, I see. And not being a woman, women get the most of them. Hashtag male privileges. Do we?
I don't know.
Because I only remember my bio dad getting them up until like my mom got them like last year or so. I was like, what the? So it runs on both sides. This is not good.
I mean, I don't know if it's male privilege. When we get them, it has a longer tube to run out of.
Oof. More pain. Haha. Like 75% is women. That's crazy. I don't know about those stats. I'll probably have to look it up on my own. Stats.
Welcome to Irie High's channel, where we look up stats on kidney stones.
Stones. In California now. Men are significantly more likely to develop kidney stones than women. What facts did you get, Inky? With around 11% of men experiencing kidney stones in their lifetime compared to roughly 9% of women. This means men have a considerably... I mean, I am reading from the AI thing, but that's getting its sources from the National
You do have to be.
Institute of Health.
You do need to be careful with that. I have caught that being wrong a few times. But it may be a case where men develop it later and women develop it earlier or something along those lines. Yeah, men. I think you just said at 50 plus it's more common for men. One study of 530 blue jays found that stomach contents contained some 22 arthropods, including flies, cicadas, crickets, spiders, larvae of various kinds, beetles, and worms. Birdfat.com.
Can you get the spiders in my room? I keep on finding them out and about, and I hate them. They're not like the small, tiny ones. They're like the big, chunky ones.
Yeah.
It's grossing me out.
So young women get it more than young men. You know, we actually found a whole slew of spiders in my brother's room. But we looked at them, it's like, man, these look different from normal. So we looked them up, and we found that they eat other spiders. They eat roaches, and they're non-poisonous to humans. So me and my brother looked at each other and said, you know, with the number of roaches that have come through our house lately, we're just going to keep them.
Yeah, no, I don't like that at all.
Well, they eat well, we also get black widows outside. So I would rather have non-venomous spiders in the house that eat black widows than not.
Fair enough.
The only time you've seen a roach was when traveling. Lucky you, sir. I'm pretty certain we got roaches when our neighbors started. I mean, we had roaches before, but it was rare to see them. When our neighbors started leaving trash out in the hallway.
Oof. Yeah, I occasionally see roaches every now and then. And I hate them very, 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 very much.
Oh, you probably don't hate me as much. I hate them as much as I do right now.
Because you see them more often?
I probably killed 30 of them yesterday. Because as we were moving stuff into storage, and we're doing everything to de-roach it before we get there, and there is like boric acid on the ground to kill roaches as they come out. So we're making sure roaches do not come with us. But we disturbed so many nests that I ended up killing like 3 dozen.
Sheesh. It's horrifying too. I sincerely hate roaches. But I wouldn't want to deal with that.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Inky. Most animals can't survive here, especially in the winter. Well, Canada does have harsh winters. Well, I know you don't kill animals. That's why you're vegan, right? When I was 4, I accidentally killed a ladybug when trying to release it and cried. Laurie is the Mongolian death worm. For real, for real.
I'm not that big.
Man, you do know ladybugs bite. I'm not gonna say that's a good reason for it to die. Just that a lot of people think that ladybugs are all nice, but there are some people who get bitten by those suckers.
Really? I didn't know that.
I'm not one of them, thankfully, because they take, well, and they eat my cousins. But my understanding is when they bite you, they take a piece of you with them.
That is crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they basically bite like horseflies do.
I've never gotten bit by a ladybug actually.
Neither have I. Mind you, Dobson fly larva, aka Helogrammites.
Are they referring to me or?
I do not know. I'm just reading chat.
Yeah.
There's sometimes I'll know what they're talking about, sometimes I won't.
I have no idea what they're talking about most times too.
What if we live in a simulation ran by some sweaty guy named Jim? Well, that's a good question. I would say we live with it because we're stuck here. I mean, there's not a lot that can be done about Jim running the simulation. Lamb said that it's a different species of Larry.
I mean, that could be a different species of Larry. I wouldn't know because I'm not Larry.
You're not Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I always call you Larry? Wait,
Because you think it's funny,
I
and
do.
I'm like, I'm not Larry.
Aren't we all Larry in a way? You know what, Inky? That's so deep. I agree.
Larold? Who's Larold?
Is Larold an actual name?
It sounds like it would be a name. Lamb, can you change your name to Larold? I need to move my channels around. I have it so disorganized.
Oh,
It's disorganized.
I mean, seems on brand for you.
No. Okay,
No?
let's take a look to see which channels never get used. Double gets used, out of context get used, live
Nope.
gets used.
You are Larry the Lobster.
Yeah.
Are you gonna... I will repeat this, Inky, but I'm about to take some flack. Is Laurie a muscle mommy?
A what now?
I said what he said, and nothing more.
Huh?
She wishes, says Lamb.
I don't wish. I don't need to be. Look, I, no. What the heck is even this? What is it?
It's a woman with lots of muscle, Laurie, and very
What?
low body fat. Sag, says Inky. I mean, I guess.
There's other
It,
types.
I asked 25 Christian male VTubers slash PNG tubies. 21 said they were into muscle mommies. Are they actually into muscle mommies, or are they just into someone who's in shape and has a little bit of muscle? Because there's a difference. And Turtle, how are you using a rapier? You don't have hands. Emo muscle mommies, though,
Why
Inky.
do I feel like Inky's trying to set me up?
I don't know, maybe.
He's like, are you this person's type?
I specifically said tall, muscular woman. Laurie isn't short, but she's not tall either.
Yeah, I'm not short, and I'll agree, I'm not tall.
Oh, I know you're not
Um,
tall.
I
Tall,
am,
tall for women starts at about 5'7".
but I am above
You,
average. Okay.
you are by 1 inch.
Yeah.
So she can, I specifically said tall, muscular woman, so she can be a muscle mommy if she tries. Tall, strong, and can bench press you and your dad. That's a real woman.
No.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't think I can bench press anyone at this point.
I mean,
Maybe. Wait, what kind
probably.
of bench pressing?
A bench press
What
is
is bench
bench.
pressing?
All right, you sit down, you lay down on your back, and
Hmm.
you can push straight up the weight.
No.
All right.
No. Proverbs 31 with the Goliath mindset or built.
That is what he
No.
said before. I can squat men that are around 250. There are women I've met that can do that, but that's a different type of build. And trust me, they would not be what you call muscle mommies.
Mhm. This is what Christian men want. Well, I don't need to get their appeal. Maybe. I don't know. Now I'm regretting my choices. Oh.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that many Christian men actually want muscle mommies. I'm not gonna say there's not a sizable number of them, but
I
I
know.
did.
I keep on hearing people like in the past that were like, I want a nerd. The cute white girl that's wearing glasses in the corner that likes anime and doesn't talk to you unless you talk to her. I'm like, I was that and nobody talked to me. Like, bro.
Well, I mean, no one's gonna talk to you if you're a muscle mommy either. It's more of a problem with time than anything else.
Yeah, I feel like guys nowadays, well, reasonably so. I feel like in some circumstances, but
Ew,
there's no engagements anymore,
ew,
unfortunately.
anime. Um, yeah, Inky. Some people watch it,
Oh yeah, Inky doesn't like anime.
but I think a large part of it is just time. People have forgotten how to ask, and to be fair, it's not like women give men a lot of incentive to ask either.
True, I do get freaked out immediately. I mean, I go along with it initially, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I talked to a guy. Oh no, and then I panic.
Lamb. Nah, I think a girl needs a small amount of fluff to keep me warm at night. You know what they say? Can't have the butt without the gut.
Dang,
Except
quotes right there.
that's funny, except that's not true.
Yeah, that's not true. I can't comment. I'm not gonna comment.
Stand on it, we'll be warped to the life. Well,
That's such a good comment though. I like that one. Good job, Inky.
hmm
Or was it you?
It was inky. It was. I do not come up with stuff like that. That is not my sense of joke. Um, but objectively, that's not how that works. Because your butt is muscle. You can have lots of fat that goes into it as well, but it's muscle.
It's more the upper parts, maybe.
I don't know what parts you have to work out. I just know that it's something that you can build as a muscle.
Well,
That's
like
it.
the gut and the top part.
You know what,
The muscle
Inky?
parts.
There are lots of things I'll 1v1 you in, but golf is not one of them.
You don't like golf?
No, I don't. I don't like the idea of playing it. I don't want to play it.
That's valid.
I'm far more of a rock climber and whatnot. We like 'em thick,
How's that
but not on
different?
death's door. We like 'em curvy, not bench pressing every man on the gym floor. That's funny, Lamb.
Interesting.
Well, it's just Lamb writing a small poem about what he thinks men want.
I do know what type of girls most guys go for.
Well, I
It's
mean,
mostly like people like my sister who's cute tiny, skinny, fun to hang out with.
I
I
mean,
think that's probably it, mostly.
you just said attractive, fun.
No, cute, tiny. I
Yes.
mean, I guess that is attraction.
You have a sister? Is she a muscle mommy?
She can't pick up goats. She's she's quite strong, honestly, in my opinion. I mean, I could take her any day, like, but she is pretty strong.
Dang, she's
No,
single?
she's not single.
Sorry, Inky. I know you're looking for someone, but I don't think Laurie's sister is on the table.
Yeah, no, I would fight you. She is never on the table.
I mean, that's funny.
I used to be very, very like overprotective over my sister.
I mean, it's one thing to keep bad guys away, but I mean, other than Inky having peculiar traits, I don't know if he falls into that category. Oh, she is single, but Laurie is just protective. It did
No,
not.
no, no, no. She has a boyfriend.
I'm about to say, it did not sound like she was single. Laurie's just protective on top of her being taken.
Yes. And I'll say, if this boyfriend breaks her heart, I mean, there's nothing I will do. No, nothing I will do.
I'm about to say, I don't think there's anything you can do.
Uh, maybe.
Both of your siblings are married. Rip. Is that you trying to? Yeah, I understand that a little bit. It does kind of come. It does come around to you. It's like, so when are you gonna get married? It's like, well,
Ooh.
well. Why am I being invited to Quiz Planet by someone I never met or talked to?
Dear Lord, Lamb, is that lyrics?
I don't want a girl who gets a car for her sweet 16 or spends a stack of dollar bills on a limousine, probably. I want a girl who takes the bus and who wears baggy jeans, rocking Nike Airs. What the heck are Louboutins? I don't know. Don't want to no fake tan, short skirt, daddy's money, don't work, shop. Until you drop on the town, I want a smart girl stronger than her father. Someone who will laugh and at trying to fit in the crowd. Aho, oh. That's a song, right? That's a song, right?
That does
Uh,
sound like a song,
I
and I
think it.
match all of it. Woo!
No, you don't. All
What do
right.
you mean? What do you mean? I don't. Well, how do I don't? I'm stronger than my dad.
I truly doubt that.
Well, I am now.
Yeah, that's not how this works. That's not how this works.
I am stronger than him. You can ask him.
You what?
You won't get a response, but I am stronger.
But is it bad that I would still bet on him even in his current state?
Really?
Yeah, I would.
What the heck? He's Ash. He's Ashes.
I think he still has a fighting chance considering who his enemy is. Whoa. So Laurie is a muscle mommy. No,
No.
Inky. Her dad is no longer with us.
I'm making a dark joke. I'm sorry, Iki. Oh man.
So Laurie can Laurie take on Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
Laurie would lose to his pinky finger.
I wouldn't. I'm not weak. I can take on somebody, but like I don't think I could take him on specifically.
You want me to be 100% honest with you, Laurie?
Go on.
I've come across a number of strong women. They are typically not that strong compared to men. Just
I
in general.
agree. Actually pretty okay. So I used to do like arm wrestles with like the girls at my church,
Hmm.
and like I would be like at the top two, like max. Like that's probably like around their age or an age range, my strength range. Um, but when I competed against a boy that was just like, in my honest appearance, like of him, like he's pretty scrawny, and I was like, all right, I could take him on, and I started doing it. I started doing the arm wrestle, and then he just like immediately shot me down. I was like, I was shocked, and I was very upset after that. But I was like, dang,
Yeah. Let's see. Fun fact: Laurie's first crush was Dr. Phil. Was it Laurie?
What? What the heck? No.
She's denying it, Inky. I'm sorry. I like to imagine Laurie is like a toothless badger. I see where you get that from.
What the heck? I'm not a toothless badger. I'm a biter. I'm a badger like a real thing. I'm one of those ferocious ones.
A badger like the real thing. Laurie,
Yeah.
you might want to consider the words that come out of your mouth.
Uh, I don't ever consider what comes out of my mouth. I'll be quite honest.
I know. That's that's why I said you might want to. Inky thinks if it wasn't Dr. Phil, it was Steve Harvey.
No.
Can't speak English just like a badger.
No, I can speak English.
Hmm.
I like the facial expressions of your characters. They go, ah!
Wah! I mean, wah! You made it. I hope you like it.
No. The characters on the
Oh, in the game?
the
Yes.
game, yeah.
Yeah, these are indicators of them taking damage.
Mhm.
So it tells me that he's at least 1/3 done with his life.
He goes, ah!
Ah. I mean, it's a very basic game, a lot of grinding, but I really loved it as a child, so.
Are you trying to speak Spanish? No obler ex English. Poor favorites.
If you're
No, I
27,
didn't
you're on
say that, but
average
what?
done 1/3. You are correct, and I'm beyond that. I am on death's door.
No, you're not. Shut up.
See, Laurie doesn't like me making those jokes.
Mhm.
Yet Laurie thinks she's gonna die before me, even though I'm 13 years or 12 years older.
I
Laurie,
keep on forgetting you're that much older. I keep on thinking you're just only 10, Matt.
well, you know how you will always remember it from now on?
Hmm.
We're both snakes.
But isn't that 10 years difference?
It's 12 animals of the zodiac, Laurie. Everyone who stands against me is on death's door. Wow, Inky. Didn't realize you were so deadly. Time for emo Inky. I don't fear death, death fears me. I don't know if emo Inky is that different from normal Inky.
This is true. Aw, he's crying. No.
Ah, it's fine, leave him.
No. Oh, that's all censored. What did you type, Lamb?
He's an old fart, just like a fart next to a lighter making a flamethrower, so basically he's lit. If it's censored, it's on your side, Laurie.
Yeah, that's on my side. Because I guess I don't have like the fart.
Yes. That must be the spring of life. The water's dried up. It's hopeless now. Don't give up yet. There's still someone inside. Let's have a look. Someone? Someone? Oh, it's you.
Someone inside.
Akuria is in great danger. I know that. We need wake water to melt the ice. But wake water has dried up. It's hopeless. Hear me. All that's left of the wake water is in this bag. Take it and go to Aquaria. Oh, okay. I think I got all of Chuzzy. There's a command that Chuzzy really likes the idea of, and I think I finished most of it earlier today.
What did you finish?
I'll show you. But mind you, you'll have to actually be in stream to hear it.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Oh, I love it! Why is there so many different types?
I think there are about 7, maybe even more. But it's random as to what you get. When Laurie actually speaks English for once. Hey, hey, yo, I'm straight, but I'm down to call a homie. I got you, Harry. Why, thank you.
Alright, I muted.
Yeah, man. Chuzzy went out of her way to find a whole slew of those things.
That's amazing.
Because originally the joke was just a Discord call, and then I was given a few others, and I was like, ah, I'll put it on random. Wakewater, please save our town. That's it. I guess this town will stay frozen until the crystal water shines again. Then we better hurry to the ice pyramid.
I don't get very many phone calls.
Ah, you got a why the spider emote, Lamb?
I hate that lamb.
I don't know if anyone gets phone calls anymore, Laurie. It's pretty rare unless you just happen to have friends that prefer phones or calling. Let's push this out of our way. Is that a Dorito dancing? Yeah, it is. It is a Dorito dancing.
This is illegal.
Well, occasionally I show people what commands I have. So, yeah, I do occasionally enter chat.
I mean, I do too with my, hi, welcome to the channel.
On occasion.
Oh,
Man.
that's funny. I like calling out lurkers. I want you guys all feel welcome.
Maybe I should occasionally should beat you up. Laurie's bot still calls out lurkers. Yes. Laurie's bot is always going to call out lurkers. Whether that's a good thing or not, that's a question. But it is what Laurie has decided to do. I agree with you, Lamb. It really doesn't count.
But, oh, because you were typing the call me? Okay, so that one counts because he typed in the call me.
Yeah, I actually typed it in. Yes. Now, there are auto things that go with it, like, alright, wrong direction. So I do have, like, what did I put here? Hey, what's up? Yeah. She's trying to belong, but she'd be short. I mean, to be fair, proportionally, she's taller than I am. I am, I think, 3 inches below average for the male. Do I have tattoos? Yeah, so for men, I am like 3 inches below average, whereas Laurie's 1 inch above. Do I have tattoos? No, I would not have a tattoo unless it was something symbolizing something important. A little bit taller than 5'6", a little bit shorter than 5'7", so yes. I forgot that these things turned into snakes if you did enough damage.
I'm not 2'5". Change
You're-
that 2 to a 5 and then you got it.
What? You're not 2'5"? I was lied to.
What do you mean you were lied to? Who lied to you?
Man, I was convinced that you would fit in my pocket. Now I'm
I
sad.
No.
Bad muscle mommy. I mean, I agree with you. She's really too short to be on muscle mommy. She is within the ranges of average. I don't think you can hit into your fantasy until you're like 5'7".
Mario lives in a tree and makes cookies. I will make cookies, but I'm not living in a tree.
Okay. What options do we have? Does that come? That goes up there. Alright. So
Make
how?
us some then? The last person I made cookies and sent it, they stopped talking to me, so I don't know.
Wow.
It's a true story.
Oh no, I believe it. It's still WoW. Unironically, the WoW holds.
I feel pain.
I mean, were they that bad? I mean,
No, they weren't bad. They were good.
I
I'm
mean,
upset. I'm so disappointed.
someone didn't seem to believe so.
Well, I don't know. That guy was weird.
I was very appreciative the one time I got cookies in the mail.
I'm so sad.
Got them from the Cullen sisters.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, the ones you talked about.
Yeah, they were my online friends. Yes.
Aw.
Poor girls. I made them cry all the time.
Aw. And
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of those jokes. Lamb.
you don't get the reference as usual? I
Yeah.
don't.
The,
Who were you referring to earlier?
so Inky is the one who tasted your cookies and ended the friendship by ignoring you.
You know what? I'll make that canon.
She can't get Zoomer references. I mean, that's probably true.
I just can't get references in general.
Yeah. You see, Laurie is a interesting combination of, how would you say it? Isolated and not at the same time. Oh, I don't know if she can get Zoomer references either. Why can't Laurie become a dentist? She can't get the references on her resume. I see you self-laughing over there, Inky.
What you mean? I can get references. I think I can get a total of 2 references right now. If I really wanted to.
Oh my goodness, Laurie.
Yeah.
Did you just miss what he was talking about? While the joke is a resume having references, he's talking about cultural references.
Why did I have to be specifically a dentist to get references?
I don't know. That was just something he randomly chose.
Now I'm reading into this and I'm taking it seriously. I'm like, what do you mean?
Inky. Don't know. Just thought of a random job.
Oh, I see.
Zoomers and boomers, fastest and groomers, lions, tigers and bears. Oh my, oh my. That is a song you shared with us.
Interessante, good sir.
Do I still have life?
Wait a minute.
Um,
Zoomers are real?
does that work? Probably not. Well,
I could do Inky's voice all the time, making a very high pitch, feminine
I am the
voice.
only real Zoomer. Alright, what makes you the real Zoomer here? I mean,
You
just
died!
I did, but that's because I'm not controlling Phoebe.
Oh,
I'm choosing not to control Phoebe, so it's not a big issue.
I see.
Ow. Just unironically, ow. Because I am too cool to not be real. Laurie isn't real?
Probably not real.
Ah, I don't know, I'm kind of losing track of them in some ways. Does Laurie play Infinity Nikki? No, not as of yet.
Oh no.
I feel like 100% of women play that now. You are close.
I'm an exception.
Uh, I actually think you are in this case because I don't see you doing a lot of dress-up game.
Oh gosh, you're almost dead.
No, I'm not. The computer won't let me die. If anything, that's the biggest problem with the computer. It has no ability to let me die and keep on fighting. Thicky Nicky's over Infinity Nicky. Infinity Thicky? You know, the idea that someone could have their internet privileges revoked does appeal to me right now.
Not me. Although, maybe then. You know what? I'll side with you. Just this once.
You can use explosives, right? Here's how to use a jumbo bomb. Wow, you give me bigger bombs? Thank you.
Yeah, Laura shouldn't have internet. No, I need my internet. I like internet.
I mean, realistically, Lamb, you're not entirely wrong. Laurie does need to get out, walk more.
I
Do
do!
do you walk at least 5 miles a day?
No.
Alright, then you need to walk more.
Damn it, RT. But I'm working. I go outside.
Yes,
I
you do the bare minimum, yes.
I do the bare minimum. I don't have like I don't have to be like in one spot while working. I actually move around a lot because of the kids.
She's a dentist, you know. You know, I did not know that, Inky, but if you say it, it must be true. I mean, I used to work with kids too, Laurie. I mean, you
Did
do
you?
move. Yeah, I was an after-school care teacher for a while. I
Oh,
also
that's
work.
probably why you're so patient.
I mean, I took care of kids for, by the time I was an after-school care teacher, I think I had something in the ballpark of 17 years of experience watching children
That's crazy.
at the age of 27.
Did you used to like take care of your siblings?
I did,
I
and
see.
for very long hours. Yep.
Mm. I didn't get to take care of my siblings. I mean,
Well,
for a hot minute, I was like helping them as a sibling, but not like a caretaker.
uh, I'm the youngest. My siblings took care of me. Yeah, that is how it works out. I mean, there are cases where it gets reversed. Hmm.
Aw, Inky's the baby. gonna love that. Watch, watch. He's gonna love being called a baby.
Because everyone loves being called a baby.
Yeah, he's totally gonna love that.
I'm still older
Are
than.
you? You're a Zoomer.
I mean, Zoomer is anything below like 27. Actually,
Is it?
it might even
No.
be below 28 now.
I thought Zoomers are Gen Z, like which is after like 2001, right?
Mm-mm.
Are you
They've been
serious?
moving that. They've been moving that back a long time. So last I heard, it was like 1996 is when Zoomers were considered born now.
That's crazy.
Originally, it was the year 2000 though.
Yeah.
No, no, Zoomers are basically 1996, 1997 until after, probably about 2010 is probably where they're at. Maybe a little bit after.
So they actually made it a term.
So a lot of times, so Zoomers being a term, yes, but they're called Zoomers because they are like Gen Z, right? It's just a play on words. It's like millennials. Do you know why millennials are called millennials?
No.
It's because we grew up and were still teenagers when Y2K hit. So we're the millennial generation.
Huh.
Like the oldest of my generation were teenagers when Y2K hit.
I don't know what that is.
The year 2000, miss. It's Roman
Oh.
numerals.
Oh. Okay.
Y2K is what it was called during that time frame. Partly because
Uh.
people were afraid the computers were going to shut down.
Oh.
I mean, there was a lot of hype, but there wasn't a whole lot going on. So not
Oh,
much
he's
to
older
remember.
than me? I thought he was younger than me. He acts younger than me, so I thought he was younger than me.
I don't know his age off the top of my head, so I can't confirm nor deny.
Well, he right now he's saying I was 11. YTK. I was a wee toddler.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't have been born yet, would you have?
Nope.
Man, you really are a kiddo.
I'm not. Although to make people feel old, I was born after 9/11.
I mean, you're not gonna make me feel old. At least no older than I already feel.
I mean, yeah.
I don't need you to make me feel old because I am old.
You're not old.
I mean, kiddo, I kind of am. I can't remember nine.
No.
I mean, realistically, I mean, it's a event that shaped the millennials, but there's not a lot. I mean, it was for most people, they got to see it in live. That was the big catch. And that's why it affected them so much.
2012 Mayan apocalypse was fun. I fought an asteroid like Bruce Willis. I died but lived to tell the story. Yeah, I thought it was funny that everybody thought it was gonna end. Um, I didn't panic too much because I didn't really grasp the concept.
Oh, does Laurie descend from the Mayans?
I don't know. Maybe
I see a switch
I
in the
am.
statue. No, go on.
Oh, I was like, I am part Mexican, so like, I don't know if like maybe somewhere, but like some indigenous. I feel like your focus is on. I shall recheck for you.
Oh, you.
TBH, if computing ended in 2000's life would have been better. Uh,
The pro-
I don't know about that, but maybe.
I don't disagree with you on the concept, but the type of computing that would have ended were not personal computers. It was actually like generators and whatnot. It would have been electrical power plants and water plants.
And then Lamb was like, I was a little over 2 months old after or during 9/11. I wasn't even born yet.
Ah, I'm surrounded by kiddos. I'm so old.
No, you're not.
Why do you have a problem with me being old?
Cause I don't want to think you're old.
I mean, it's
You're
okay
not
to
old.
be old.
No, not you,
Not me.
not you.
You are correct, Inky. I agree with that.
That made me sad. I'm so tired again.
No, I mean, if you need to go to bed, go to bed.
My boss is gonna be there tomorrow. I'm scared. I'm
Why are
scared.
you scared that your boss is going to be there?
She's cool and scares me.
Why are those words mixed together?
They make sense. I think people can get it, right? Guys, you guys get it. Are you your boss, Laurie? No, you were the guy I sent the cookies to. And you're getting promoted. Oh, never mind. You can be my boss. You can be my boss. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I recant my words earlier. I appreciate you being the boss of me. As long as I could get that promotion and get extra pay, can you double my pay, please? It's quite hard living out in Cali. I think I deserve it. I deserve the money increase.
Yeah, I get the feeling you work through like a temp agency or something.
Temp agency? What do you mean by
You
that?
probably don't live through a temp agency. Work through a temp agency. Yeah, she lives in a place that is something else.
Yep, yep, yep. Oops, sorry.
Well, that is rough.
That's such a Kelly response. No! Not the fires! No! Oh no! I need my money.
Mm, do you?
Yeah. What do you mean, do you? Who doesn't need money?
I mean, I guess everyone does.
Yeah.
But do you?
I. Where? What kind of life would I need that doesn't require money?
I don't know. But when I think of you, I just think, man, that person doesn't need money.
I do need money. I want to eat food.
You're in college of Robin Squad.
Oh, you right.
Wow. Wow.
I do low-key kind of be squatting right now, but like, with permission.
Yeah, I mean, that's called freeloading.
That's, yeah. I want to live on an uninhabited tropical island. That is your dream, Lamb?
I mean, it sounds nice. I'm not certain how practical it ends up in practice.
Lamb, that means you can't play Minecraft with us. That's kind of sad.
I
I
mean,
miss
he'd be
that.
fishing, Laurie. He'd be happy.
Oh, you know, you're right. That's his happy place. I'm fine with that. Dear lordy. Okay, but I probably should head off. If anything, I probably should check up on another group. I've been ignoring them.
Well, I understand. I hope you have a wonderful night. I always appreciate you coming by.
I appreciate hanging out with you. I hope you have a good one.
Well, there is one problem, Laurie.
Hmm. What's the problem?
Yum, 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 yum.
Ah!
Alright, that's Laurie. Now she will never leave us. She's not Dominican. Though, considering the number of Dominicans we come across, it is a little bit surprising. Are we all Dominican in a way? I'm not certain that one checks out, being Inky. I've met a number of Dominicans in my life, and I guarantee you one thing, you would probably not be nearly as tall as you are if you were Dominican. I mean, it is how it be, lamb. I am not Laurie. And if that means you need to go do other things, go do other things. Oh yes, I ate Laurie. Yes, that is correct. It had to be done. After all, as they say, one with the ship, one with the crew. Sorry, my southern is, is failing me. Yeah, I understand. It's how these things work sometimes. A denomination? I believe. I'm not sure there's a real denomination I can really say. I mean, it's Church of Christ. That's what I grew up with. But there's no other word to add to it. He's of the IRA. Ah, I guess you can say that. I heard his. Welcome to. I can't do it. Sounds too sacrilegious. Not to be confused with nihilism. And definitely to not be confused with nihilism. That. Just say nothing in the world matters is just. It's beyond me. I'm not certain nihilists themselves are depressed, but yes, nihilism is very depressing. Because at best, it's the belief that your presence in the world has no impact, and at worst, it's that nothing that you do has any meaning. I was born into the church. So, I mean, my parents were Christian, my grandparents were Christian. My father, not so much. Well, my mother's Christian. Father, not so much. Stepdad is. Also attended a Christian university. Kind of regret that, but that was one expensive university. But it did have some benefits of me learning a few things along the way. I mean, there are things beyond the price. Uh, you see, Christian universities have a tendency to leave people behind because they are geared towards the people who already are very strong in the faith, right? They're not really set up in a way that helps people who are trying to get there but don't know how to. But I don't think it was negative overall outside of the price. There are a lot of factors that went into it not being a good fit for me, personally. I mean, I understand lamb. I love those things. But I think the best way to explain it to you, Linky, is that for me, I probably should have just gone to a trade school. I was born in. I mean, I spent exactly 6 months in the 1980s, Inky. Oh, yes, you were right. Well, that's why I thought it was funny that Lamb was going to go do it because it's not his year. It's not his decade. But I think nostalgic commercials from 1990s and late 2000s is actually the name of the video that he's watching. Inky, are you just counting your polygons, or are you just... yes. That is to prevent someone from saving up and making me eat an entire bushel of them all at once. I didn't want it to be a slow... I didn't want it to be slow for people to get them, but at the same time, I don't want someone to come at me with an entire bushel of beans and probably other torturous commands. Because at the moment, the only thing you can claim with polygons are making me eat beans. And if there are going to be more in the future, it will probably be more torture redeems. Were you hoping that you could just sit around, accumulate them, and make me suffer later? Mm, my goodness, you know that'd be an incredibly difficult task. How would you propose we terraform Mars? As far as I know, it doesn't have any water. I mean, it does, but... And then it has the space dust. And then it's not in the sun in the same way that the Earth is, so that causes some problems. I mean, it'd be great if we can. It's just not an uncomplicated process. I think you would end up in a scenario where Mars would have to be kept basically in a bubble. Well, I'm aware of the water that's actually on Mars, but I mean, you're correct. There is some level to where things like that can take place. I'm just not certain that's going to work very well for humanity. Humanity is a lot more fragile than the life you're probably referring to. I mean, there's also life that can live in... Man, I don't know if there's actually life that lives in molten lava, but there is life that lives in water that's basically the same temperature. Extreme Files definitely live in some pretty interesting environments. Hmm? I mean, again, I would love the idea for us to actually be able to live there. I just don't know how practical it would end up being. If anything, I actually halfway expect us to do mining operations in space way more than anything else. I've actually been wondering lately how hard it would be to mine a comet. I don't know anything about Space Stoof. I know a little bit about Mars and whatnot just because it pops up from time to time. And more than Mars, I'm more aware of what humans need to survive. And part of that is relatively consistent temperatures. I'm not inclined to, but I could see the arguments for it. They're not uncompelling. To be 100% honest, I mean, we are kind of isolated from most places that there would, even if you believe that there could be aliens, we're isolated from most places that would allow for alien life. It would just take a long time for them to travel places. So, again, I'm just not inclined. I mean, maybe. It would just have to be outside of our view, wouldn't it? Though I don't know how we would miss it unless it was really far away. But realistically, I mean, if it was far enough away or at the right angle, we wouldn't be able to see it. It's not the weirdest thing that can be proposed. I mean, think about the size of some stars. I mean, that is how we are currently view the world, yes. I mean, we may find out later that it's a little bit more complicated than it's just simply expanding. But as of right now, that is how we view it. I mean, if gravity works the way that science says it does, you would think that gravity would pull together more than it is. I mean, I'm not very inclined to believe in the Big Bang, and that's largely because you have to deal with how everything works around it. And to me, it just doesn't quite sketch out very well. So no, I don't really believe in the Big Bang. And even when you get into like the scientific elements of it, it's almost more of a worldview than it is a real scientific. How would you say it? Theory? Because it doesn't really account for anything of how like it starts and whatnot. I mean, there are people who believe in the Big Bang, and then you would have to have the rubber band effect, and then you have to have X, and then Y, and then Z for it all to work. I mean, I'm not I'm not Catholic, so I'm not gonna say there's anything necessarily wrong with the fact they came up with it. I don't find a lot of these theories to be egregious at this point. I mean, I get that. But why can't Christians have bad takes too? Being Christian doesn't make you more than human. Alright, I'm hearing you out. I mean, I don't think that would change anything, Inky. And by your definition of weeb, I'm sure there was a point in time where I definitely fit the qualification for it. I mean, it's been a hot minute, but I'm pretty certain I fit the bill at least once in my life. Sheesh, so many of these enemies. Inky, do you why are the polygons? Why are they polygons? I just thought it was funny to do that because I have a low poly model I use half the time. There's really no other reason. For the most part, I play older games. And a large portion of them are probably going to be PS1 and PS2 games. Why not like Baldi's? I mean, that is a question, isn't it? Tell you what, I will come up with some sort of command for Baldi's if that makes you happy. I'll think on it so it's not just a throwaway one. Yes, that one almost startled me a bit. But it is going to take me a bit to come up with one because I don't like doing just any old commands. I want them to actually be fun for people to use. Well, first off, I have permission from Bree. That's not a problem. Bree already gives explicit permission. I just have to give everything back. As for some of the others, let's see. I do like Bree. I don't know if I should beat her up though. If I beat up Marie, she might not be so friendly to me having her commands. I'm trying to think if there's anyone I haven't talked to yet. I mean, I need to talk to Astral to make sure he doesn't mind me using the image I have. But that's not a problem, me not asking. That's a problem, him just not being around much lately. It's this. Maybe it's check the trash.
Boom. You think I'm pretty?
So that one I actually need to talk to Astral about. But yeah, it's just a matter of having a chance to talk to him yet. And if he doesn't want me to use it, I'll just get rid of the picture. Blossom doesn't care. I've talked to her, she knows it exists. Uh, the ones that use Chuzzies, she knows they exist. Let's see, is there anyone else? I mean, other than like pop stuff? We do have this, which I probably should ask Josh about. I think it's Chorkle 6. Ironically, though, that would not be Empress I'd need to talk to about that. That would actually need to be Josh. Sakurai? Uh, you mean one? Are you referring to? Yeah, I was about to say the Nintendo guy. I'm actually surprised he's only 55, which is a weird thing to say, because 55 is a good deal older than me. But that would just mean that he started designing games at about the age of 18, maybe like 21. Because a lot of these games were released in the early 1990s or even late 1980s. Oh, that didn't work out. Though Kid Icarus might even be a little bit older than that. So he may have been working in the game industry since he was 16. Mind you, back then it would have been a little bit different. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm a big fan of the early Kirby games. I especially like Kirby Superstars. It's a lot of fun to play. I like Smash as well, but I have to say I wasn't as big of a fan of some of their later entries. For me, in many cases, it was Melee that was one of the better ones. I did like Brawl and whatnot, but like Minecraft Man. What do you mean? Oh, you mean Notch? I mean, if you're referring to that, I mean, Minecraft is a relatively simple game in concept. Oh yeah, I do know that they added that to DLC in Smash. I mean, the most amazing character, feat-wise, added into Smash is definitely Sora. But I've never played with Steve before. You know, Paper Mario would have been interesting, and I think he would have played completely different than any of the other Mario characters, which is the main reason you don't add most other Marios. But yeah, I think Paper Mario would have been a pretty cool addition. Though he probably would have ended up being pretty similar to Game & Watch in many cases. Man, this level is much bigger than I thought it'd be. So, who do you main in Smash? I know you talked about Ganondorf being objectively one of the worst, if not the worst character to play. Piranha Plant? I'm a little bit surprised by that. I don't think I've ever actually seen Piranha Plant played, so can't think of what its benefits and drawbacks would be. The benefit is that he's a plant. that his only benefit? That's cool. I know that I wasn't able to do much with Ganondorf when I played the game because, ironically, it was Sonic. Ganondorf was just too slow to do a lot of things from a purely objective standpoint. Uh, I'm sure you'll come up with a joke to tell me. Why was he evil? When him and Link were in high school, Link was the Chad and he called him Ganondorf. That's a good one, Inky. It's true. My dad is Steve Nintendo and he told me. What? Excuse me, we? Well, whoops. Didn't mean to send Chloe off early. I guess that was just a fake. Guess it was just a fake. Alright, you do that, Inky. Have a good night.
Come back and see me again.
Well, I just found what reveals all the monsters after beating everything. It'll take us just a second. Alright, just needed to make sure and guarantee that the I got everything in the game in this level alright before I left. Okay. So we can't go in there. Oh, it's very pretty. Thanks to you, I'm well. I don't think there's anything this way. Just cut down unnecessary bushes. Heal potions. Did you say Grandpa when you meant Grandma? Have you met Grandpa? He's in the tunnel under his house. Oh, okay. Aquaria looks best from the top of the focus tower. Okay. I hope you're happy with the steel helm. I mean, I like it just fine. Definitely a lot better not having it. Gonna be a while before I can use that. Thank you. Okay. Need to keep an eye on that. Alright, do you sell more? Ah, I don't need cure potions. Heal potions, I would love to have max of, but heal potions, no. How are you? Spencer's a good friend of Captain Max. They're both kind of weird. Such an unnecessarily long tunnel. Wait, what did it say? Oh, Spencer's place. You know what? This seems like a good place to end. Alright. To anyone who's still out there and the lurkers, thank you for coming and thank you for watching. Yeah, I enjoyed tonight a lot, and thank you to Laurie for coming by and, just talking, and thank you to Inky for also talking, and Lamb. It's been a very productive night. A little bit long in the level department. I was not expecting the ice pyramid to take nearly that amount of time. Well, to everyone else out in the void, I hope you have a wonderful night. Take care, and I hope to see you next time.